Δημήτρης Ελπίδης. Χαίρομαι που είστε εδώ μαζί μας σήμερα. Είναι μία από τις κορυφαίες εκδηλώσεις στα πλαίσια του φετινού φεστιβάλ. Επίτευγμα του συνεργάτη μου, το Δομήρη. Είναι μία από τις προσπάθειες που κάναμε για πολλά χρόνια να εξασφαλίσουμε την παρουσία ενός κορυφαίου Ταϊλανδού σκηνοθέτη. Είναι γνωστός σε όλους τους κινηματογραφόφιλους, υποθέτω. Φέτο βραβευμένος με ένα πολύ σημαντικό βραβείο, το Χρυσό Φοίνικα των Κανών. Και είμαστε πολύ περήφανοι που παρουσιάζουμε όλο του το έργο. Συνολικά μια ρετροσπεκτίβα που περιέχει και τα μικρού μήκους και όλες του τις μεγάλου μήκους ταινίες. Δεν θα σας απασχολήσω άλλο. Ο Λευτέρης θα πάρει το λόγο και θα σας παρουσιάσει το σκηνοθέτη. Ευχαριστώ.
Λοιπόν, και εγώ δεν θέλω να πω πολλά πράγματα. Η ρετροσπεκτίβα που παρουσιάζουμε είναι μια πλήρης παρουσίαση του έργου του σκηνοθέτη. Είναι ένας δημιουργός με πάρα πολλές πλευρές. Το έργο του είναι εικαστικό με όλη τη σημασία της λέξης. Ξεκινάει από το video art, από το πειραματικό σινεμά, απλώνεται σε ταινίες που αγγίζουν τον ντοκιμαντέρ και βέβαια στις ταινίες μυθοπλασίας του, σε εγκαταστάσεις. Εδώ θα πρέπει να πω ότι το μόνο ίσως πράγμα που θα ίσως λείπει από αυτή την πλήρη ρετροσπεκτίβα, αλλά πιστέψτε μου ότι ήταν καθαρά οικονομικοί λόγοι, είναι ίσως το να φέρναμε κάποιες εγκαταστάσεις να παρουσιάσουμε. Γι' αυτό ακριβώς, συζητώντας με τον Τζο χθες, αποφάσισε αυτός ότι η ιδανική παρουσίαση θα ήταν μια διαδρομή σε όλο του το έργο, στην τέχνη του, στις ταινίες μυθοπλασίας του, αλλά και στο υπόλοιπο εικαστικό του έργο. Έχει ετοιμάσει λοιπόν μια σχεδόν 2ωρη οπτικοακουστική παρουσίαση που είναι, νομίζω, από τις λίγες φορές που το κάνει αυτή ακριβώς την παρουσίαση και είμαστε πραγματικά ευγνώμονες γι' αυτό. Σταματώ εδώ και να καλωσορίσουμε τον Τζο στη Θεσσαλονίκη για άλλη μια φορά.
It's a big pleasure, thanks to the festival and Neftari, who again is very never let me go when I try to compile my short films. I found it quite difficult to together because they are from different sources, and he managed to get contact for all many sources to make it happen for the retrospective. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you. And so I want to also present to you, the audience, the other side that is rarely presented because it's only happened in the gallery, in the museum for a limited audience. So this is a very complete and good opportunity to have the whole kind of work, the whole world, let's say. So, like you see now, I open up my computer for you. So I will talk mostly about the artwork that I've been doing. That I think there's some link to the feature film as well. So and it's going to be quite condensed because I've been thinking of doing separate of primitive project, my last art project, or audio work, and in the end I decided I want to do everything in this time. So it's going to be a mad presentation that I hope you won't find too exhausting, and please go along with me. It's my tradition, like when I show my short films, I show the anthem. It's like the blessing for the cinema. And so I like to show something for the lecture too. It's one of the latest projects that is part of what is called Primitive Project that I worked with the teenager in one village. And we did many things. And one of them is a music video. So let's see, just to wake us up. wake up. This project is that I collaborate with the teens and I stay in the village for several months. It's the place that has a deep and violent political history, and I will go to that later. A little bit about myself. I grew up in Thailand in a small town in the northeast, and for me, my childhood was what I remember was there's only hospital and a cinema theater and the school. So cinema is something that I always escape to, and I'm very introvert guy. So cinema actually, the reason I went there because I like the dark. So I just want to be in the dark and just to let myself go to all these images. And we show all kinds of film. They show all kinds of film, not like now. Back then they show a movie from India, from Hong Kong martial art, and from Hollywood and Thai film as well. So I got a lot of exposure to all these old cinema, and you know, so I feel like I really want to be part of that. But when I study, I choose architecture, my second love, because entertainment, like now also, people don't think that's the career. My family also. So I choose architecture, and I think I spent 5 years there, and it's really helpful until now in the way I think about space and time in movie. And then I study visual arts in the United States, in Chicago, where I encountered the American experimental films. That was really a shock, because as a private, like introvert person, it was something that I look for. I mean, it's something that you can do by yourself, because you know, cinema, you need a lot of people to help. So with that, experimental film like Andy Warhol or Maya Deren is almost like a homemade or something that you can do by yourself. So this really suits me, I think, and I just think that this is something that I want to do all my life. But when I went back to Thailand, I tried to work on, you know, in that experimental mode, but it somehow didn't fit. Didn't fit, and I tried to adapt and to see what I really like, and what I like is the abundance and the richness of the storytelling that available in Thailand that I grew up with. Actually, many of the work are based on growing up in Thailand. I found that Chicago wasn't really inspiring to make film because I don't have a root there, so I always went back to Thailand and shoot. So then I start my project. The first one is Mystery Object at Noon. That count as the first feature. So this one I can show without the sound. It's a. I think I cannot do this work again because it was in 2001. But we started when 1997 when I was 27, and I was full of energy. So we used only 5 people. So I did the camera work along with another guy, and it's shot on 16mm. And it's about storytelling. And I want to make it something very flexible because I don't have much money. So it was a project that, you know, I went to a village and villages to look for story, actually fiction. I was very inspired by Iranian cinema, actually, the way that it questioned the existence between fiction and documentary. So this one is a big influence. And so I structured the film in a way like, for example, I go to one village and then I ask the person, can you give me a fiction story? Tell me anything. So, and then the first person tell the story, and then I went to another place and then asked another guy, oh, can you continue the story? Fiction story. So the whole movie has become like a continuous fiction storytelling by many people from all parts of the country, and I can stop anytime when I run out of money. So it's a very, very flexible project. Yeah. And it's something that I learned not from school, to shoot and to work by myself is, I remember loading the camera and the film suddenly sprang up like that. Yeah, so it's just my way of getting to know by doing that. And so this is the first work.